Hey there guys, I am the Six Machine and welcome back to another Warhammer video. So it looks like we have finally got proper official confirmation that at least most of the leaks for the new Demon Codex that we've seen over the past few weeks are going to be accurate, because today on Warhammer Community they have announced the brand new, quote unquote, better than an invuln save, the Daemonic Invulnerability save. And as we all kind of expected from the leaks and the rumours, this is a brand new save specifically for demons that effectively replaces both of their armour and invuln saves and acts as a form of unmodifiable save. So if you know the Nighthaunt from Age of Sigmar, you may be familiar with this, but this is a save that cannot be modified, so no AP can affect it. It ignores things that ignore invuln saves. It just cannot be modified. And so technically, this does also mean that you won't get the benefits of cover or other abilities that give you bonuses to your armor saves. So as it stands right now, unless that changes in the codex, what you see on the datasheet for your characters and your models and your units is the save that you will always be taking, except against things like mortal wounds and other psychic wounds and that sort of thing. And so today they showed off two examples of these. They showed us the Pink Horror, who has a slight bump in his stat line. He's jumping to ballistic skill 3+ instead of 4+, which is a nice little bonus considering they are mainly the shooty demons. But then it's also dropped from leadership 7 down to 6, which I think is something we're going to see across the entire codex in terms of the troops choices anyway. But the main big deal is their previous 6+ armor, and I'm assuming anyway 5+ invuln are now gone, and they have instead been replaced with this 6+, 3+ Daemonic Invulnerability save that you can see. And now this figure has got two parts because it actually differs depending on whether you're being attacked by a melee attack or a ranged attack. The first part is against melee attacks, and the second is against ranged attacks. So in melee, which in the fluff and in the lore is the best way to fight demons, they're weak against melee weapons, they are actually a bit less survivable than before the Pink Horrors because they don't have that 5+ invuln to fall back on. But essentially at range now, they have what is basically a 3+ invuln all the time. So even at toughness 3, these guys will be much more durable, and they are going to be very solid picks for, you know, sitting back and holding objectives, or just being in your deployment and putting some firepower downrange into the opponent. They are going to be much harder to shift now that they will always have a 3+ save when they're being shot at. The more exciting stat line for me anyway as a Khorne player is the brand new Bloodletter profile that they show, and this has had quite a significant bump. Both his strength and toughness have gone up by 1 to strength 5 and toughness 4 respectively. He's also gained an extra attack, and yes, he has also dropped a pip of leadership, but with his new 5+, 4+ demon save as well, he is going to be so much more durable than he was before, and they should actually have a pretty good chance of reaching combat now, rather than just being shot off the board with their previous toughness 3, 5+ invuln save that was all they had to protect them. It means that at worst he is going to have his old 5+ invuln when he is in melee combat, but obviously the added bonus of being toughness 4 now. But as they are moving up the board trying to get into melee, they are just going to survive so much more now that they essentially all have iron halos to keep them alive against all enemy firepower. And with things like bolters, like no AP weapons like bolters and lasguns doing almost half the amount of wounds that they would have done to the previous profile, it is a lot more likely that you are going to be getting your Bloodletters into combat. And if the other leaks are anything to go by, that is going to mean you're going to be unleashing 2 or 3 strength 5 attacks at -3 AP, 2 damage each into your opponent, which is genuinely quite a scary amount of damage for a troop's choice. I think it's fair to say, and I know a lot of people will think this, but the new save is a bit, you know, power creepy from GW. It is a bit annoying to add another layer of saves to the game, but I'm going to be honest with you, I do actually quite like it. It adds a very unique individual mechanic to the demons and means that they really can fit their fluff of being, you know, weak against melee weapons but super resistant to ranged attacks a lot more now. It does really seem like a fun, fluffy way to add some much needed durability to the demon factions. And even if it does seem a bit like, you know, two kids in the playground inventing brand new superpowered rules for their favorite army or superhero kind of thing, I do think it works for the demons quite well, and it could be a really interesting mechanic to make them stand out from the other factions in the game. But as always, what do you make of these new demonic saves? Do you like them or do you not? And which of the Chaos Gods do you think will benefit from them the most? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more Warhammer content from me, but until next time, I'll catch you later, guys.